Well, here we are again with Mr. Musk. Elon. Trump taps Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy to slash government. The two wealthy entrepreneurs will lead what the president-elect called the Department of Government Efficiency, which he said would seek drastic change, but the announcement left a lot unanswered. Yeah, I bet it did. Like, how is it that the Congress holds the purse strings, but the president is going to oversee government efficiency? Well, you may remember Trump said he cut $2 trillion from the national budget. I find that to be kind of ridiculous. I don't think there's $2 trillion you can cut. Good luck with that. Also, I've read through this whole thing, and the striking things to me are that Elon Musk will have a conflict of interest if he's going to work for the government, since he has government contracts. And there are government agencies overseeing those contracts. Now, if you recall, when Trump became president the first time, he had to hand over the reins to his companies, to his children. And quite frankly, I find that level of separation to be crock shittery. You're in the same family together, and somehow or another this is going to do away with your conflict of interest. I don't think so. Somehow or another this was determined to be legal. Well, this is going to be the same way for Elon Musk. Is he going to be allowed to be part of the government while also being CEO of SpaceX and that car thing, Tesla? I mean, that's a mess. Smaller government, more efficient and less bureaucracy. When have we ever had, I've heard Republicans talk about smaller government my whole life. Does it ever happen? No. We've never had a smaller government since I've been alive. It gets bigger and bigger. It doesn't matter whether there's Republicans or Democrats in charge. It just always gets bigger. I mean, I'm not surprised. The population of the world keeps getting bigger and bigger, so there's more and more people here, whether or not you count them as residents or citizens. We're doing more business, so I kind of expect everything to get bigger. But just to out and out say the government's going to get smaller when it never does, it's a farce to me. So yeah, Musk, who became Trump's biggest campaign contributor, said the election he'd help President-elect cut $2 trillion from. But yeah, don't think so. Didn't explain in detail how he'd accomplish that. Yeah, I bet. This will send shockwaves through the system, man. Anyone involved in government waste is just a lot of people. Yeah, probably will. But I have a feeling it won't be approved because the Congress is still going to have to vote on any changes to the budget. So yeah, it talks about possible conflict of interest. So They said, well, we don't think Musk is going to actually work directly for the government. Here's another thing. It's funny that the new agency will be called DOGE, DOGE, Department of Government Efficiency. Well, I don't think there's anything efficient about Dogecoin or crypto. I think crypto is a big ass scam. It's a pyramid scheme. All the people at the top own most of the crypto coins. Little people down at the bottom trying to buy in and trying to mine for coins. Good luck y'all making any money out of that crap. I can't believe it hadn't crashed already. It's gone up and down, up and down. I don't even know how in the hell. To me, it's a fake value as far as I can tell. Now we come to Mr. Ramaswamy. He campaigned as president for a while, and then he dropped out and started supporting Mr. Trump. And Mr. Ramaswamy wants to get rid of the Department of Education. Of course, you all heard of that already. The FBI. He wants to get rid of the FBI. And he wants to get rid of the Internal Revenue Service. Now, I've always been afraid of the Internal Revenue Service. You know, y'all probably relate to that. And sure, I'd like to not be owing to the Federal Revenue, Internal Revenue Service. But it's just not going to happen. The IRS has been so integral to funding the government for so long. How do you get rid of it? How do you fund the government? I'm in favor of lower taxes, but for me, but I'd like to see those rich folks pay a lot of taxes. I'm sure everybody would like to pay no taxes. So how are you going to collect taxes without the IRS? Just good luck. It's not going to happen. And I think the primary place we should spend some money in the government should be education. Because the smarter all the citizens are, the less likely they are to be taken in by all of these fucking scams that have been going on. And, you know, I get calls all the time. I get text messages all the time trying to get me sucked into some phishing scam. Oh, your package lacked an address, part of the address, so you need to log in here and provide your house number or whatever. Yeah, while they get every fucking piece of information about you and impersonate you and spend all your money and max out all your credit cards. I'm not going for that. Other people are going for that. It's bad, y'all. We need education. That's, you know, healthcare and education are the two really big things we need. You can't cut the Department of Education. We need to increase education, not lower it. We need universally free healthcare and education across the board. In the long term, that would save us all a lot of money. The government works for us, not the other way around, or it should be. If we're taxed to support the government should provide us with the services that we need. And everybody would benefit from health care and education. I would say nobody can argue with that, but it seems like the right always does argue with that. I can't say that the left is innocent from that either, because the government size of the government has never gotten smaller with either side running it. I'd like to take a giant chunk of the military budget and put it towards education and health care. I think we'd still have enough military to kill everybody else on the planet, which is not what we need to do, by the way. Like Netanyahu's over there defending. His military, in fact, is called the Israeli Defense Force. Well, right now, they're not defending themselves. They're just killing everybody in Gaza. And now they're after Lebanon, too. So, I'm not against stopping Hamas, but I'm not for killing Lebanese citizens or Palestinian citizens. I'm not for any of that. So, if you really believe that Russia and China are going to attack us because we spend less on guns, tanks, airplanes, maybe we could get rid of some waste. But, we've been trying to get rid of waste for decades. I don't know how you're going to do it. But cutting education and healthcare is not the way to do it. You need educated and healthy citizens. Otherwise, what have you got? If you don't have your health, you don't have anything. If you're too stupid to read what the government's going to do, then the government has power over you. That's probably why the government would like to cut the education department away. But not everybody. I'm not calling this a conspiracy theory. Most of us, I'm pretty sure, do not want to get rid of the Department of Education. I sure as hell would not like to get rid of it. I'd like to keep it. Let's see. He also wants to eliminate 75% of the government federal workforce. Now, I don't know where you folks are going to get jobs. This don't sound good to me. I sure as hell don't want it to take longer to get a hold of somebody at the Social Security Department or the Department of Family and Children's Services. Hey, have y'all processed my application yet? It's been 3 months. No, we don't have enough agents to take care of your application at this time, but you're in the list. The Department of Vehicles is already a disaster. You go to the DMV and you got to stand there for hours waiting for somebody to renew your tag or your driver's license or junk. Like, I've been lucky. I've gone on slow days and gotten my tags pretty quick. I've also renewed my tags by mail. Those are great services. But the last few times I've renewed my driver's license, I had to go down there. So now that I've got a real idea, maybe I can do that online. I don't know. But if you just keep taking away government employees, then how do we get government services? It's terrible. It's already terrible. And Importantly, we'll drive out the massive waste of profit that exists throughout our annual $6.5 trillion of government. You know, if the U.S. government budget is $6.5 trillion, you're going to cut $2 trillion. I don't believe it. Good luck. Will we have a NASA afterwards? Will we have a Department of Education? Will we have the IRS? Will we have any social services left after you cut $2 trillion? Good luck. Love you. Bye.